Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new episode of All the Modern Nines. We carry on the Minecolonies, if you remember on the last episode, but I want to show you very quickly, just behind me, yeah, the warehouse is finished and we have these two guys here ready to go to work as well, so we are going to deal with that at some point. But I wanted to show you very quickly that if you check the inventory, no, it's not the inventory at all. If we check the minimum stock and we can add, you can see in a minute that we can add all these things. So we can select things to add and these two guys will go and gather it for us. That is the main thing. You will see as well that we have completed as well the top right here, the carrier's hat. We have this one completed, and in addition we have the other one completed as well, hence why we have two carriers. So there you have it, two carriers that they're waiting for us to give instructions. That will happen at some point, not in this episode though. But I want to mention something else, and that is that we are working on the tavern. Yeah, let me show you very quickly that we have a builder working on the tavern, and the tavern is going to be right here next to the hall, and that's going to be important because I think that we can expand a bit more this way. Let me show you very quickly. This is the boundary in which we can actually do our buildings. One thing that we will do as well is do some towers. Now, the towers, once you place them in the corners, will actually expand the perimeter in which we can actually build. But I will explain that at some point. It's not going to be today, maybe not. But something else that I want to show you very quickly, and is that I've been working off camera just a tiny bit to give a heads up of what is going to happen. And let me show you what I have created. Apart of just, getting a bit of a stone around and making it look a bit more medieval, because that's what the look I'm going for. Look what I created. I created this awesome power machine in here with a water wheel. So I will show you how to do that in a very quick video of 5 minutes and show you how you do this. And this is because I want to create from the create mode, if I can get there, I want to create a mechanism that is going to help us to achieve different things. And that comes on the form of mechanical arms, and that's going to be a really interesting thing to do, I think. So we are going to need brass plates. In this case, it's going to be gold plates. I think that we are going to need, because it's going to be a difference which I will explain a bit later as well. We are going to need andesite alloy and all that good stuff, but let me go quickly and check before anything else on this episode, the quest line, because we need to keep an eye on these things as well. We done a lot since last time. The start of a fisher, well, we getting a bit of XP for the fishing, as you can see. Anything else? Well, no more, but that's it. This is what it is for today. So let me go up there. Let's check the storage system and let's start building this thing. Okay, guys, so we are back at the storage system, and what we're looking for is to create this awesome mechanical arm, and I think it's going to be pretty cool if we can do that. Now, one of the things is going to be the most difficult things if you're doing this early game is going to be the precision mechanism. This can be a bit tough to create, and we are going to need gold plates, as you can see, but in addition to that, we are going to need all these cogwheels, and we are going to need deployers as well, and certainly we are going to need all these things to be able to create this mechanical arm, which I think is going to be pretty cool. So that is the idea today, guys, in the episode, to make a mechanical arm, and we are going to make maybe 3 of these things, and we are going to make sure that we create precision mechanisms, which is going to be pretty cool, guys. So stay put for that one. Please like, comment, and subscribe as well if you could. That will be great. And I think it's time to get on with the building. Okay, guys, so obviously we are going to have to start building this thing, and I think the andesite alloy is going to be the first one that we are going to make. So we are going to need andesite, and we are going to need iron nuggets. That is that. You can actually use zinc nuggets as well, but because we have so much iron, I think that we are going to go for that. So let's see if we have any andesite. I'm pretty sure we have, because we farm so many things here. We have plenty of andesite in here, and I wonder if we have any iron nuggets in here. If we don't, well, we are good. No, because we don't have them. But nevertheless, let's get some iron from a little iron farm in here, which is going to be pretty cool. And this is why it's so good to create all these farms early game, guys, because eventually you are going to need them. And look at this. We have 1,600 iron ingot. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? All right, let me grab a few of those, make some nuggets, and I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so we are back. Now we can actually create these andesite alloys. So I'm going to create a few of these things. So maybe 4 or 5, just to have them and keep them in here, because we have plenty of materials here that we can use anyway. So I'm going to create 10 of these things, and I'm going to put the rest back to the system, and then we can actually build from there as well, which is going to be quite cool. So that said, we need to move to the next thing, and that is done. And a brass casing, that is going to be the next thing that we need to do. Can we craft this thing? That is the thing. No, it has to be through the deployer. So we will do that in a second as well. What else do we need to create it? We are going to need brass plates. And I think it's going to be quite simple to do. We need a hammer. And we are going to need some brass ingot. Now the question is, do we have brass ingot in here? Not too sure if we do. No, I don't think that we have it. So let's go back very quickly and see if we can get this thing going. We are going to need, oh, look at this. We can actually create brass ingots because we have plenty of copper and zinc ingots as well. So let's grab quite a few of this, 12 that we can make so far. That is great. Let me go back again and see if we can, oh, we need now the hammer. Do we have a hammer? I'm pretty sure that we have an iron hammer here, guys. And oh, yes, we do have it. There you have it. So that is that. So let's go back to the crafting on a stick, as you can see, because it's lovely to have that. And we are going to put that one in there and that one in there. And we are going to create, well, I'm going to create all 6 of them. So there you have it. That is done as well. Let's do the next step. So the next step is going to be creating deployers, because that's going to be super important to do it. Otherwise, we are not going to be able to do anything else than that. And what we're going to need? Well, we are going to need a electron tube. This one is going to be quite difficult to begin with if you are trying to do this early game, so be aware of that. We are going to need iron plate. That's not an issue at this point, but the polished quartz is going to be a bit more complicated. Polished rose quartz. And how do we do this, I wonder? We cannot use the enrichment enchantment, but we can use sandpaper and obviously the rose quartz. So let me grab this very quickly if I can, and I'm sure we have plenty of it. Yeah, we have one sandpaper in here, and then we need to crack the rose as well. Oh yeah, plenty of this as well. Look at that. Okay, so how this works? Well, it's going to be very, very simple. Let me show you how to do this polished rose quartz. So what you're going to do, you are going to make sure that you have your sandpaper in your hot bar, and you're going to put on your offhand the rose quartz. And what you do with that is just right click, and there you have it. We are going to make 2 or 3 of those, maybe even 5, so we have plenty of this. Why not? You get you pink diamonds advancements as well. So there you have it. It's very, very simple. The sandpaper will break eventually, have durability, as you can see. But yeah, not too bad thing to do these things. So let me put that back. And now we need to look at can we create this thing straight away? No, because we are going to need iron plates. To create iron plates, well, it's going to be quite simple. We do the same thing with the... it's going to be very simple, and that's the end of it. So let me check if we have the hammer here. Yeah, the hammer is here. We have plenty of iron ingots, I think, because we just use them for something else. So, yeah, I mean, look at this. It's going to be plenty of them. So, crafting on the stick, we are going to get those ready. And we are going to make, say, 10. So we can actually have some ready in case they will need them for the future. With that said, I'm going to put all back again on the system so we can actually build from them. It's going to be pretty cool. And as you can see, we are going to build 1, 2, and 3. That is the amount that we are going to need at this point. So the next thing that we are going to need is going to be an andesite casing, and that one is not going to be quite difficult to do. In actual fact, it's going to be quite easy, to be honest. So what do you need is andesite alloy. We cannot use the deployers because effectively we don't have them in use yet, but you can actually do manually. And what you need is a stripped log, if I can find some. Let me show you as well how to do it very quickly. Yeah, we have plenty of them. So I'm going to take some of these things, And then we are going to need, let me check very quickly, I just forgotten. Let me check, we are going to need, let me see. Yeah, we are going to see the andesite alloy we are going to need as well. So let's get with that as well. That is not how you spell it, but this is how you do it. So it's very simple actually as well. So let me show you all these little tricks that hopefully are going to help you. So you're going to place the stripped pieces of log down, and then we are going to get the andesite alloy and right click, and there you have it. Not too bad, isn't it? So let's do 3 of these, the thing that we are going to need as well. There you have it. Oh my god, it's looking great actually. So hopefully these little tips are going to help you along the way, guys. So there you have it. We now have 3 andesite casing as well. Let's put everything back and do the next step. And finally, we are going to need the brass hands. This is going to be important as well for the mechanism to work. So we can actually make them straight away because we already have brass plates and andesite alloy. So let's make, we only can make 1 brass plate. We don't have enough. And why is that? We need to create more brass plates. Let me see very quickly. We have plenty of things in there. And the thing is going to be exactly the same that we did with the iron and with the gold. So what we need is the hammer once again. Bring it back. Crafting table on the stick if you have one, otherwise just use your normal one. Crackle in there and in this position in there. So we are going to make quite a few of those things in here. As you can see, we have now 11. Maybe just make it 12 because why not? And let's go put everything back to the system. Let's go sleep and finish this thing in the morning. And with that, my friends, let's make another couple of those things. So we are going to need, we need to make 1 of these brass hands. I'm going ahead of myself, guys. So there you have it. We are going to make 1, 2, and 3. So there you have it. Now we can actually make 3 deployers, which is going to be very interesting. So let's go make, that's the first one in there. Can we make any more of you? Yeah, we can make a second one, and of course we are going to be able to make a third one as well. So 3 deployers we already have now. Okay, so let's go for the next step, guys. So the next step is to create 3 of these gearboxes that we are going to need. As you can see, we need cogwheels and we need andesite casing. The casing you know how to do, so you can do that very quickly. We have some of those, but I already have a few of these things in here. So let me put it back in there. And then we are going to create the andesite casing, if we can do that. Do we have andesite? Yeah, we have andesite in here. And then we are going to need stripped logs as well. So let's do that quickly. We have 10 left in here. Thank you very much. Well, let's create these things, shall we? We are going to need 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Andesite, right click, right click, right click. And get your pickaxe. And off you go, guys. We got all 3 now. So with that, we can actually start making this mechanical arm. And this is going to be a pretty cool thing to do at this point, I think. And it's quite simple-ish in a sense. If you are early game, I think that you can actually make it as long as you have, obviously, the required items. But I don't think it's going to be that difficult. So we have 1 in there. It's going to be 2, and it's going to be 3. There you have it. Now we have the 3 gearboxes, 3 deployers, and we are going to need brass hands as well. So we are going to need another couple of those brass hands. Very important that we do this, and it's going to be somewhere here. Let me check if we can actually make it. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere here. And we are going to need more andesite alloy, and we are going to need some more brass plates. So I'm going to make a couple of them, and I think it's time to put this thing together, guys. Okay, guys, so we are back at the little workshop here that we actually made. Let me make a little hole in there. As you can see, we have some type of power created by these water mills. So that's what we are trying to achieve in here. So let's go make a gearbox, and as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. Let's do the same in this side in here, and put the second one in there. And then we are going to make this one in here as well. And hopefully we can actually create another one. So as you can see, everything seems to be working for a second. And now we need to place the deployers and the shafts. So we are going to place a shaft in there, another shaft in there, and another one in there. And now we can actually place the deployers in here. one in here. It can be quite tricky to place these things, so just be very aware that this thing can be very, very tricky to place and looking the right direction, I would say. As you can see, the hand is going up. No, we don't want that, so let me place them once again. Let me try this one, shall we? It's just very, very difficult to place and looking. Yeah, it's going up as well. Oh no. Okay, let me place them in a second and I'll be back with you. Okay, guys, so we are back at the workshop. We just made a couple of mechanical belts and the side funnels, which we are going to need. Some chests. I placed these blocks in here in both sides. So let's see if we can actually place this thing. If it lets me, that will be great. Oh, yeah, we are going to place 2 here and all the way to there. Oh, there you have it. Now we have... oh, it's going the wrong direction, though. Okay, I wonder if we can actually place this as the starting point instead of this one being the starting point. Let's see how it goes. We are going to have to look into that. Let me get some chests going as well. So we are going to place this one in there and this one in here as well. And then we are going to place the funnels there as well. So one is going to be there and the other one is going to go there. And see how this thing goes, guys, because, you know, they took some time to make this thing. But as you can see, it's working. Hopefully, we can actually make it work in the right direction. That's going to be the issue in this one, guys. Okay, guys, so the next thing is just to finish this mechanism from working. Now, to do that, we are going to have to tell the deployers what item we want them to actually place on the item that we want to create. So, first thing that we're going to be is a small cogwheel, and we are going to do that by clicking or right-clicking in that little knob in here, as you can see. So the next one is going to be a large cogwheel, and we are going to do the same, just with right-click as it comes down, right-click on that, as you can see. And the last one is going to be some iron nuggets. So right-click on it, and that should be all sorted. We can see the iron nugget is in there, the large cogwheel is in there, and the smaller is in there. So in addition to that, well, we are going to place this gold plating here, and that, my friend, should do it. So hopefully that is going to work. Well, it's doing something. Thank you very much. Yes, it's done something in there. Yeah, in complete precision mechanism. So we are doing the right thing in here. Hopefully it's going to stop there. Oh yes, thank you very much. Brilliant. Now the system is a bit slow, but we can do something about it at a later stage, so don't worry about it too much. And do we have a complete precision mechanism? It's incomplete, it says, but see how it goes when it comes down here, shall we? But that's exactly what should be. Shouldn't be more anything than that. So, okay, guys, as you can see, the conveyor belt carries on making incomplete precision mechanisms, and that is because, guys, these things has to go through the system 5 times in order to be completed. So what we'll do is press them back once again into the chest, and that's the way it goes. You need to do it for 5 different times. So that is why, my friends, this thing says it is incomplete. So if you have that issue, which is not an issue, it's part of the mechanism and the mechanics of making the precision mechanism, well, you know that you are going to have to run it 5 times. So that is what is happening. Keep an eye on you cogwheels and iron nuggets and things. For whatever reason, as you can see, is failing a bit. So let me place that one quickly in there once again, and as you can see, now keeps going once again. So there you have it. That is how this mechanism works. That's how it goes, and we have plenty of them to actually pass through. Obviously you're going to need many of those, because I don't know how many you're going to need to do whatever, but nevertheless, that is the mechanism. I hope that I hope that helped you. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you think that is actually helpful, especially for beginners, because I am a beginner myself. So I'm trying to learn as I go and trying to share with you what I learned. So you may notice some bits or pieces on the videos that I need to correct myself, but nevertheless, I think it's working, and that's what we wanted. So, as you can see now that the little durability bar, if you like, have a green color in there. What that means is that obviously it's getting to be completed in a second. So let's do that once again, just to show you how this works very quickly. And yeah, I mean, 5 times is, oh my God. Something else I want to mention at this time. The conveyor belt is a bit slow. What you can do is to get a hand crank in here as well, and as you right click on it, the conveyor belt will go much quicker as well. That is going to be a bit manual, not so much automation, but nevertheless, if you want a bit quicker, well, that is the way to do it. So there you have it, guys. Something else I want to mention very quickly, which I think is pretty cool, is a clipboard that we did on the last episode. As you can see, when you right-click, it's telling you that we have some open requests. And now these open requests are coming from the build, I believe. And the build, if we go to it, which is already there doing absolutely nothing, because it's waiting to the request to be completed. And as you can see, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, you can see it needs all this material to carry on building in the tavern. So I thought that that's something that I wanted to share with you as well. I think it's pretty cool how this is going to tell us what we are going to need as things go. So there you have it. Not much to it today, apart of what we have done. Oh, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you the next daily upload, guys. Until then, take great care.